Hey guys, it's Al with techmadeezy, and check this out. I've got to show it to you. This thing has a wireless charger on the bottom here, charging my Galaxy. It's got a blue light. They make it in red as well, which is cool. Your thruster actually controls your speed for your fan and the brightness of your light. Okay? So you've got an adjustable fan for your desk. You've got a wireless charger and something really, really cool. Now, this is also a great gift idea, obviously for your dad or for someone that's really into technology. Let's take a few minutes and check this out. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. And there it goes. So, we'll take a close look at this in a moment. You do get a USB-A to a USB-C charger. You get a water bottle, and we'll tell you what this does in a little while. You do get a sheet that's in Chinese or in English. That's pretty much it. But let's check this out. All right, let's go check this out. You know, if you're into technology, you probably like this. You know, this is probably great for a gift to give someone to put on their desk that wants a fan and a wireless charger. So yes, it's got a wireless charger. And we're going to test my Apple iPhone 16 Pro. I've got also a Samsung S25 Ultra. We're going to test it right there. The fan, by the way, the one that I have turns blue. They also make one that has red. These are $59. Not too bad. Now, the fan is controlled by the thruster, and it is adjustable. So the angle, so you can have it high, medium, or low. All right. So we'll keep it this way for now. Again, the thruster pretty much will adjust the speed. You'll see here. And the light gets brighter. I'm going to show you this in the dark a little bit too. But all the way up. This goes all the way up to these lights. The light gets brighter. You go all the way down so you can see how the light is a little bit more dim. The speed is a little slower. Again, that's off. This switch here, it's like a cockpit switch, as you can see. That turns the light off. If you don't want the light, you got USB-C on the side. And then you've got this carbon fiber design. It's not carbon fiber, by the way. It's plastic. But I just wanted to show you that. This also has smoke. And by the way, I'm painting in the backyard, if you're wondering. But smoke will come out of the backside. I'm going to show you in a moment. You got to put some water in this thing, and then we'll show some smoke coming out. That'll be pretty cool. But, you know, really, really unique to have a jet engine sitting on your desk, right, in blue or in red. Let's go ahead and show you what this looks like with the lights off. So I turned off most of the lights. It's not pitch black in here, but the light is pretty nice. This is blue. They do make it in red also. We'll put the link in the video description. But if you take the thrust and you start moving it up, you're going to see a couple things. The light will get brighter and the fan will get stronger. The bars also go up on the side here. So as you lowered it, your bars will go up or down. Your light will dim just a little bit and your fan will be slower. Probably the slowest, and then that turns it off. That's pretty cool. Again, you can adjust the angle for the fan. So depending on where, you know, you want the air to go. Obviously, you have your wireless charger down there if you're not using it. But, yeah, it's pretty darn cool. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 settings, but really 1, 2, and 3, I would think. But, pretty nice. There's the smoke effect, by the way. You know, so you get the smoke. And obviously you get this cool light that you can adjust and make brighter, which is nice. So pretty funky, you know, if you're into technology. Really very interesting that someone would design this. So you've got a small pinhole right here. And all you do is you take this, and you can kind of hold this up if you want. And you're just going to drop a couple of drops in. And you need to put probably more than a couple of drops. So, you know, it takes a little bit for the water to get in. But once you get enough in, and it'll, you know, definitely put a bunch more. What I had to do also is I had to kind of change the angle a little bit to actually get the smoke to come out. So just be aware of that. But pretty funky. It's about that time. I'm going to test the wireless charger, and I'm going to start off with my iPhone 16 Pro. Now this thing has, as you can see, a raised lens. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'll also try it with the case off, but I think it's the same scenario. Let's try the iPhone. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. It has that one angle. I'm going to put this down in the middle, and then I'll move it a little bit, but so far I'm not seeing anything. So, all right, the lens is practically on this, because this is pretty flat. It doesn't have a raised wireless charger. So, as you can see, we're not seeing anything. Even if I move this all the way to the back, where the wireless, you know, the camera will stick out on the other end, and now it's laying flat, but the wireless charger's not centered. So it's not working. I'm going to try the, this is the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Slight bump, but this is off, by the way, but it will show that it's getting a charge. You just lay it down and give it a moment, and then you should see the rings pop up. But as you could see, other than the smoke from the engine, I'm not getting anything. Now I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I'm going to push this up. And I'm not getting anything. So I'll turn this on. I'll take the case off, and we'll try the same with the iPhone. So interesting, it is charging with the case on. And you'll see it'll turn green here also. So even though the phone is off, it's charging the S25 Ultra with the case on. Now I noticed as I was taking the case off my iPhone that happened. So maybe this charger has a delay, I'm not sure. I'm going to take this Galaxy off. I'm going to put this iPhone back in its case for a minute, and I'm going to give it a little more time just to see if it just takes a moment to kick in. So let's see what happens. And I still see the smoke coming out in the back. Pretty cool. So far, nothing. I was surprised. I saw the Android, the Galaxy S25 Ultra turn on. I was like, wait a minute, it just took a moment. But it doesn't look like it's working here. And I think because that camera, and especially this case, has a pretty big bump, as you can see. You see that bump? Whereas with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the case doesn't have a big bump. It's just a little bump. So let me take the case off of this and we'll try again. All right, I got the iPhone. I'm going to lay this in the center and wait a moment and see if it works without a case. So it did light up. I just saw it light up. I'm trying to see if I see the lightning bolt. And yeah, I do. Okay, so on the iPhone, the case had to be off because the lenses are so thick, and obviously this case has a really big hump. On the Galaxy S25 Ultra, I could keep the case on, and it worked fine. Good to know. All right, now I got to show you one or two more things they make. I don't have them with me, but I have a couple of pictures and a video. So the first one is a dual fan. Again, this is something that goes on a desk. So that's pretty unique. I'll put the price in the left-hand corner, but again, the prices change. Just keep that in mind. Now, this next one, I'm going to show you a video. but I've got to tell you, I'm going to bring up an image so you can see what it looks like. This is a 1/16th model of a motorcycle. But wait, this thing's got shocks that work. Okay, it has actually a key. You can start the engine, the lights light up, and the fuel tank, you put liquid in it, and then smoke comes out of the tailpipe. I mean, it's crazy. The wheels turn, you name it. This sells for $119, but I'll tell you the work. Let's check the video out real quick. Check this out. Shocks in the front and the back. All right, you got an actual rack for the motorcycle, a key. All right, you can start the motor. Listen to this. All right, and then you actually have sound effects. The wheels move. I mean, that is pretty darn cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching our video. I sure hope you found it helpful. And if you did, give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and put our social media up on top if you want to follow us. And you'll be able to subscribe to our channel by clicking this round Tech Made Easy logo. Guys, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.